Welcome back to another amazing episode of Avotech Show. My name is Bite Steps. Thank you for watching our previous episode and for the reviews and your comments. Whoa, thank you. Yo, maze msinipige sana. I'm just doing my best to comment, to review, and tell you which gadgets you should buy in this new age. Basically, what to do on Avotech Show, we just make sure we give you the best tech review. Tell you about the phone, we go with it in the field, test it in all areas, test it if it works. We just don't take what they tell us as the word of it. We test it if it works. We test it if it's the real thing. You understand me? And today we're talking about this amazing, elegant, sleek gadget, which is the iPhone 14 Pro. So, before we start, I want to shout out to our sponsors for this video. That's sleekgadgets.ke. They're the amazing people who have given us this gadget. I've stayed with it for quite some time, using it, seeing it how it is. Sleek Gadgets offers you amazing deals on gadgets. You can get a brand new phone from them, brand new, refurbished. You can trade in, take your older iPhone and get a brand new iPhone and more gadgets. All right, sleekgadgets.ke. Thank you for coming through for Avotech Show. Let's continue. Let's talk about the design and build of the iPhone 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro comes with a stainless steel frame. So as you can look around, it has a stainless steel frame, which is a ceramic coating both on the front and the back. This is the front, this is the back. It has a ceramic shield, so it doesn't break easily. So also it's quite not so big, because the screen size, it comes with a 6.1 screen, so it's not as big. It's quite a compact phone. And then it's not as heavy. You know, last time we talked about the S22 Ultra, which was a bit heavy. Another video for the comparison between the two phones is coming up, so we shall talk more about that. So the iPhone 14 Pro, very sleek, very compact. Even when you're using it, it's quite easy to hold. Not much. It's not heavy. It weighs about around, online they say it's about 206 grams. Yeah, so it's not that quite heavy, but and it has an amazing feel to it. Okay, the stainless steel framing. Now the problem now with it is you leave your fingerprints everywhere. Now that's another problem. You use it, you leave fingerprints. So you have to keep on wiping. But that's how most phones are made. Another thing about it, it comes with different colors. The color speaks about. So this is what we call. I think this is gray. This is gray. If I'm not, this is gray. Is silver? This is dark gray. If I'm not wrong, is it silver or dark gray? Either. So, but it has black, it has silver, it has gold, it has deep purple, and all that. Then again, when it comes to water resistance, it has an IP68 rating. So that means you can go with it. So they say you can go up to deep water up to 6 meters for about 30 minutes. Again, disclaimer. Sijui ni maji ya wapi. Maji ya Kenya sijui ama ni 2 meters ama ni 0 meters ama ni 10 meters ama ni 6 meters. Walitest na maji ya Majugu. Haven't tested it. Very soon I will. We'll do a water resistant test on all these gadgets that you have in there, and then you'll see how they fare. Ikichapa, well. Ikishinda, well. Yo. So let's talk about a bit of the key features and designs in terms of how it looks and how it feels. First things first, it has a flat edged design, as you can see, which also was in the iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 Pro. So they have this design from iPhone 12, 13, iPhone 12 Pro to iPhone 13 Pro has similar design. Now much change on that. So one of the things that iPhone has done is that they have replaced notch with dynamic island. Now, dynamic island and notch, basically they all come with this area whereby notifications come through. So dynamic island is more authentic, is more you can multitask with it quite easy, because now it gives you all these options for you can play music, focus and all that. You can scroll down, get to the music, scroll down, get now to the panel where you have the settings, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth and all that. Before that, the notch was just a static one. You only could have is only the things which have been set there. This one you can customize, you can multitask with it. And that's the main advantage of this. So it's an upgrade from the previous version. So that's one of the key features in the design that has come up. Noma sana, noma sana. So now let's talk about the display on the iPhone 14 Pro. The screen size, it comes with a 6.1 inch Super Retina OLED screen. It has a resolution of 2556 by 1179. Basically, that's more or less over 2K display. It has a 441 ppi. That's the density of the images and all that. Then its brightness comes with one of the highest. That's 2000 nits peak outdoor brightness. Basically, that means when you put it in full brightness, let me do that. When you put it in full brightness, there is it. It's fully bright. When you go to the lowest, there it is, full bright. You can see. So that's one of the best. It comes with one of the best brightness display of a smartphone as it was launched, as it is now. And then also it has this feature that iPhone added. It's called always on display. This is the first iPhone to have that, which dims the screen, the lock screen, but still showing notifications and settings and widgets and all that. All right. So those are some of the dynamic features that the display that the iPhone 14 Pro came with. As out of launch, that was 2022. So this is what we're talking about. Then as we go to the performance of it, performance and the chipset of the iPhone 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro comes with a Bionic chip, that is A16 Bionic chip. So it's more powerful, more efficient than the predecessors, the A15 Bionic chips and all that. It has a CPU of a 6-core, that is 2 high performance and then 4 efficiency nodes. 4 efficiency cores. Then it has a graphics GPU of 5-core Apple GPU. Whoa, better graphics performance. It's among the best in terms of the phones that we have that has the best GPU performance. Then when it comes to the Neural engine, it has 16 core engines that improve based on the AI features like photography and speech recognition. So when it comes to AI features, like when it comes in the cameras and the photography of videos and the videos, it has among the best fast performance chips. The RAM, it comes with 6GB LPDDR5. Way better than the LPDDR4X in iPhone 13 Pro. So RAM, GPU, CPU, and the chip A16 Bionic, amazing. So in terms of performances, it beats even Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Yep, way better than that. And it has more power efficiency, and it improves the battery life. Because we all know, when you got an iPhone, you gotta work with the power bank. But we shall get there on the battery level. So the performances allow us to optimize the battery in a better way. So as we go to the next one, which is talking about the battery and charging of it. So now that everything comes in, what they said in advertising, that there's up to 23 hours of video playback. In reality, it's slightly less, because the more you use it, the more it drains the battery. So, but it's way better than iPhone 13 Pro. So when it comes to its charging, it charges on a 20 watts fast charging capability. They say it takes 14%. iPhone 14 Pro takes about 50% in 30 minutes. We'll put that to test and see. And then it also has wireless charging capability. So you can have a MagSafe, which charges at 15 watts. Then you can have a QI wireless charging that at 7.5. That's basically the standard charging wireless. 7.5 is the standard for wireless charging speed. But with the MagSafe, you'll get a faster speeds. Yeah. So now, let's talk about the battery performance and features. As I said earlier, the A16 Bionic chip is optimized and it's more power efficient than the predecessor, the A15 Bionic. So it doesn't drain battery as much like the other one. So key thing, the battery lasts longer, you have more power. Not the 23 hours I tell you, they mentioned it's slightly less. I think maybe it's because you used it for some time. I also the always on display, so battery optimized. So it won't drain as much power as you would think. Then we have what they call the optimized battery charging. So basically with the optimized battery charging, it's in other models whereby if it's overnight charging, you place it, it charges maybe all the way up to 80%. Normally that's if it's fast, it charges all that. Then based on the alarm clock that you have set or the time that you want to wake up, it starts charging slowly all the way up to that time. So by the time it gets to your alarm clock ringing and when you're waking up and unplugging it, it's 100%. So that helps have the battery last longer. All right. So That's it. That's more or less about the battery. Nothing much about it. In terms of charging, also it uses the lightning cable, the iPhone lightning cable. The Type C starts from iPhone 15. So iPhone 14 was the last of its kind to use the lightning cable. All right. So you still have to use that cable if you purchase the iPhone 14 Pro. So now the iPhone 14, when it comes to connectivity, one of the iPhones that you can have dual SIMs. That's one of the major advantages of the iPhone 14 Pro. So one for this other model, like the one I'm holding, you can have dual SIM, a physical SIM card, and an eSIM. So basically, you can have two numbers on this line, on this phone, basically. So that's one of the best advantages of the iPhone 14 Pro. And then it supports 5G, of course. It has Wi-Fi 6, the best Wi-Fi right now. Then it has Bluetooth 5.3, quite advantageous. So its connectivity is amazing. It has all the key features. It has Bluetooth, it has Wi-Fi, physical SIM, and eSIM, Wi-Fi 6 supports, 5G support. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's on the iPhone. Then again, as usual, it doesn't have any connection, any 3.5mm jack or anything. So if you want to listen to music, Bluetooth again. Software and features of the iPhone 14 Pro. So one, the dynamic island, as you put it, it's a unique way to interact with the apps and notification. Then it has always on display. Basically, even when the screen is locked, you still see the useful information. Then they have another feature called crash detection. In case you're in a severe car crash or any crash, the phone can detect that and call emergency services. Then it has a satellite SOS. That means if you're in an area with zero signal, zero network coverage, it can still call for help. It can still call for any emergency services and all that. But then again, that is a feature that is supported in some regions, not all regions, some regions. Okay. Then after that, then let's talk about the iOS version. Originally, it came with iOS 16, upgradable to iOS. Even the latest iOS versions, like this one has the latest, that is 18.31. That's the latest iOS version that you have. So you can upgrade it to more iOS features as they come out, more iOS versions as they come out. Okay, so that's the good thing about the iPhone 14 Pro. So still useful in 2025? I'm inclined to say yes, but that's all up to you. So now, one of the key features in any phone that you're looking for is the camera. The cameras on iPhone 14, it has 3 cameras. It has a flash. It has actually 4 cameras. So 3 at the back and a selfie camera. So the main camera at the back, it has a 48 megapixels camera. It's the first major upgrade from the predecessors. iPhone has been 12 megapixels since iPhone 6s. So this one, they improved it to 48 megapixels. Top notch. Then it has an ultra wide camera that is 12 megapixels. Then it has a telephoto that is 12 megapixels. Then it has a selfie camera that is 12 megapixels. So when it comes to cameras compared to other companies, other phone, its competitors basically, I can feel iPhone is still a bit back in terms of the megapixels and all that. But how does it fare when you're using the actual camera? Let's see. So this is us. We are out in the field. You're using the iPhone 14 Pro. Look at how the quality of the video it records. Surprisingly, it has amazing shots in low quality. In low light, not low quality, in low light. But one of the key features of the cameras is the 48 megapixels used in combining the 4 pixels of each camera for sharper images. So it can give you a 12 megapixels image, but it's very sharp. Another thing, it can record in ProRAW up to about 48 megapixels. Basically, if you're a professional photographer or videographer, you can shoot RAW. Photographers understand when we talk about RAW, not what you and a boyfriend do. Okay, sorry. So also comes, it has a cinematic mode which can record in 4K. So, basically the cinematic mode, I've used it. What it does, it just lets you focus on what you want. So you can focus on one item, blur the other. As you can see in this image of these avocados. So focusing on this avocado, then you see another avocado, you focus on that avocado. That's the cinematic mode, and it records in 4K. But then again, it has an action mode, which enhances stabilization for ultra smooth video recording. So you can be running, and the video is stable. Then, as I mentioned, night mode improved and all that for better low light shots. Still not quite there, but still amazing compared to other phones that we have seen. But we'll keep on working on that. We'll keep on doing the excellent and deep reviews in terms of the camera. So let's talk about the sound quality in terms of listen to music, listen to on loudspeaker. So the iPhone 14 Pro comes with stereo speakers. So at the bottom, one at the bottom and one at the ear, which is used also as the earpiece. Quite good sound. Doesn't have that deep bass as you'd expect. Doesn't have that, but it's loud. It has loud. It's clear and it's also balanced sound. That's one. It's just there. You know, let's do a test. Listen to this music. Eh? So you can hear the speakers. I can hear the speaker. Can hear the speaker. So the bass is very subtle. It's good. So the stereo speakers work well. So you can hear the sound, how it is, the flow it is. So, but complement the sound, maybe if you have iPods or AirPods, they work good. If you have an AirPod, it works amazing. You listen, the sound quality is good. Then it also has Dolby Atmos, so it's supported by the 14 Pro, better depth in sound and clarity of it. So that's more or less about the sound. In terms of call quality, the microphones are around the device and they help in noise cancellation. So these are the microphones down here. So they help in noise cancellation, enhancing the clarity of the calls. Then when you're listening, the sound is crisp. When somebody calls you, talk to them on phone, the sound is crisp. And you hear good, amazing sound. Again, on the connectivity, only AirPods and Bluetooth. Maybe now the Lightning port, you can use the Lightning cable that converts to 3.5 mm, but it doesn't have a 3.5 mm jack. That's more like it. So it has, the sound is good. The sound on the iPhone 14 Pro is amazing. Still more improvements to be done on it, because the moment now the bass line doesn't have a dedicated bass speaker basically. Most phones don't have, but the sound, the two speakers, you know, when you have the phone like this, you feel like the stereo system works properly. So talking about the price of the iPhone 14 Pro, it ranges, the specs are basically the storage from 128 GB to all the way to 1 terabyte. Price starts from around 95K and above. Talk to Slick Gadgets, they'll hook you up with one. From 99,000 and above, you can get the iPhone 14 Pro. So to answer our question, whether it's really a viable phone, whether it's really worth it in 2025, let's go to the Avometer. Mr. Avometer, tell us the ratings of the iPhone 14 Pro and its specs. On the Avometer, the first one's design and build. What say he? It's an 8/10. Well, it's sleek, it's well built, it's high-end and minor trade-offs for the durability, but overall, it's top tier. Top tier. On the second one, the display of the iPhone 14 Pro. Avometer. It gets a 9/10. Damn, 9. But anyway, it's true because it has the Super Retina XDR OLED screen. It has the 120 Hz promotion. It has yeah, well, it's 9/10. Yeah, I can agree because it has the Super Retina XDR OLED. It also has the always-on display feature that it has, and then it has the 2000 nits peak brightness. Yo, most phones are cut at 1200. But anyway, good job, good job. So it's perfect for media consumption, gaming, and general use for this phone. So one of the best it's one of the best displays in the market right now. So yeah, 9/10. I don't know why that one, but anyway, you can get over 10/10. But anyway, we'll see. So when it comes to the performance, the A16 Bionic chip. What say ye, Avometer? Mm, 9.5. Why? Anyway, yeah. The feature is good compared to the Snapdragon, which is its competitor. Well done, well done. So when it comes to the camera system, the 48 megapixels, the main camera, the ultra wide, the telephoto, what say you when it comes to the camera? 7.5. Damn, okay. At least, okay. Battery life. Avometer, what say you? 8. Okay. Why? But yo, compared to its the main thing about the battery life on the iPhone, it's way better than the predecessors. You know, the other phones, the other iPhones, they drained batteries very fast. They still do, but this was a good feature. The optimization was a good feature. So yeah, I can agree. So let's talk about the software installations. Avometer, what say you? 9. 9. Next, sound system and connectivity. Well, sound system alone, then we do the connectivity. For Avometer, what say ye? 8. Well done. Connectivity, Avometer, what say ye? 8.5. Thank you. Because yeah, having an eSIM and a physical SIM, added advantage. Let's talk about value for money. So in terms of value for money for the iPhone 14 Pro, is it really worth it? Is it in 2025? Will you get the iPhone 14 Pro or you get the newer versions as the 15 and the 16? Well, it's compact, it has premium specs, it has a good camera system, it's solid performance across board, making it choice for, you know, it's amazing choice. You can use it if you want to get into the iPhone world without, okay, it's quite expensive based on the amount it goes for. Not quite expensive, but it is expensive. I can't call it entry level, it's not. Okay, you can't get into, but if you like a soft initiation into iPhones, iPhone 14 Pro is a good one to go. The only disadvantage I would say is like mostly the newer versions have a different charging system. So this still uses the lightning cable. The newer version still use the USB-C. But if you're into the Apple ecosystem, well, you're good to go. It has long-term updates and all that. But is it really worth it in 2025? You tell me. You tell me. Is it? So on the overall rating of the iPhone 14 Pro, Avometer, what do you say? Yee! An 8 on the overall Avometer. So Avometer gives iPhone 14 Pro an 8. Well, this is what I might say. It's a near perfect phone with exceptional performance, premium camera system, impressive display. Well, it may not be a big leap or a big jump for the over the iPhone 13 Pro, but it offers new features like the dynamic island, the always on display, and a slightly improved camera. Not slightly, well, it's an improved camera from 12 megapixels to 40 megapixels. So, and the battery life, it can do better, but battery life is good. The charging can do better and all that, but it's still what I can call a top tier device for you and in this market. So it's still top notch. All right. So in the comment section, tell me what you think about the iPhone 14 Pro. Tell me if there's anything I've left out in the review. If you're using the iPhone 14 Pro, if you have used it, tell me how is it compared to other devices that you've ever used. Just in the comment section and let's grow. Thank you so much. And before we leave, we have to give either an avocado fun fact or an avocado quote. So today mine is simple on the avocado quote. I'm going to do just an avocado quote. It's simple as this. In this life, you can't make everybody happy. You're not an avocado. Only an avocado can make someone happy. And in case it's cold, just go to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and avocado. Until next time, I'm your host, Bite Steps. See you on the next Avotech show. Keep the comments coming, keep the reviews coming. We really appreciate it, and we out.